fat voice now?
Skinny girl.
Oh, Lord. What's going on? What's going on? You are now tuned in to Life and Love with
Erica.
and Sean here on the Got What You Need Podcast Network. We'd like to thank you all for tuning in to episode 12. Yes. We're in episode 12. How are you doing today, my dear?
I'm doing good. We got a new intro today.
I'm just being corny.
Almost
I'm
made
just
me
being
want to
corny.
talk in my little sexy voice.
What is your sexy voice? There we go. Let's do it. What is your sexy voice, ma'am?
Hey, baby.
Your little country ass.
Hey, baby. Don't make me talk about you in that black.
I ain't never heard you in that voice.
Don't lie.
Don't
she
lie.
Did. Yes, she did.
You said don't make me talk about you what?
In black.
In black? What is that?
Because that's how I talk sexy to you.
In black?
When you wearing black.
Oh, when I'm wearing black.
Every time you leave out the house, you have on black. And I'm like, you look like you about to rob somebody.
Oh, Lord. See, she
But
like a
you can
little
rob
thug. I ain't no thug.
Oh, you my
I ain't a
thug.
killer, but don't push me.
There you go. Hey. I know
Oh,
that's
Lord.
right.
Oh, shit. Where my phone at?
Where's your phone?
I don't know.
Uh-oh. Phone alert, phone alert.
Yeah, phone alert. Hold on. Let me find my phone because you got topics on it. Hold up. I can ping it. You know, we got the iPhone.
I haven't seen it
Let
in a
me
minute.
ping it.
It might not even be nowhere here.
I hear it.
Yep, it's somewhere down the hall or upstairs. I know it wasn't here. You ain't been in there either. Well, no, you didn't.
Let me open this door.
Yeah, it's down there. Damn shame. The life part of the relationship. He's getting old. He can't find his phone. I gotta retire him. Find me somebody new, somebody who can keep up with their phone, y'all. He already see now.
What? You talking shit?
You hear it. You will definitely hear it. Talking cold shit.
Cold cash shit. Well, I'm back. I found my phone.
Yes.
I needed my phone.
I'm shenanigans.
I know, right? I had to pull up these topics, man. Even though my phone about to die, I'm on what percent? I'm on 19%.
Oh,
Hope I can make it the whole pod. Well, after I came back from looking for my phone, we have a great show lined up. Make sure if you're listening to the podcast, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and that's GWN Network. Check out our YouTube channel, subscribe. You'll have Life and Love every single Thursday pop up. The podcast videos and audio are simultaneously coming out.
yes.
And you'll have the Black Male podcast also, and that's twice a week. So that also drops simultaneously. So you got the Black Male podcast, you got Life and Love podcast, and hopefully one day I can get Erica to do something with Ian Friends, and then you'll have the Ian Friends podcast as well. You know.
Me.
So man, definitely go follow our YouTube channel. We got a lot of other things coming on the YouTube channel as well. So just follow. You'll have some entertainment. You might have a daily vlog from both of us. You know, a little relationship vlog. You'll get more of the conversation. You'll get more of our daily routine with the kids and stuff like that. Then we got some informational stuff because I have a podcast book dropping soon, just about podcasting. So be on the lookout for that. That book is going to be dope. There's a lot of information in it. You'll also have, links and stuff to different tools that you can use while podcasting. So be on the lookout for that. That's going to be released soon as well. So just go to our YouTube channel and follow us at GWUN space Network. All right, it'll be like here somewhere. It'll be like YouTube. It'll be here if you watch it in the video now, somewhere here or over here or something like that. Covering her face. Not hitting the mic though.
So unprofessional.
Unprofessionals, I don't know what.
But it's somewhere in there.
Right. It might be over my head. So let's get into the show, man. We got a few topics. We got some things to discuss. We're not going to hold y'all forever, but we're going to get right into it. Let me make sure my phone is hooked to the...
Look,
Yep,
no
here we
woman's
go.
gonna be happy with you chasing her ass all the time. Like all the time. I'm not talking about in the beginning when you guys are coming together. I'm talking about if you live your life chasing a woman and showing up at her doorstep and having flowers and shit and violins and, you know, all that shit, you're killing yourself.
Yeah.
The relationship is not gonna last. The reality is when you buy your way in and you become a provider and you just become like you represent provision, that's not the same as being sexually stimulating.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
figured that
Like
out.
representing provision and just being a guy, yo, I'm gonna buy you a bunch of shit. Yo, that's weak.
I ain't
See,
never
guys
buy nobody
that
shit
use
again.
money, guys that use
I'll
money,
never do
guys
that
that
shit
use
again.
money to sustain their relationships and use money to get their way in. That
Yeah,
shit
that
is
was me.
weak.
That
It's
was me.
weakness.
Fuck, take
It's
this
weak
bitch. Let me in
because
her.
you don't believe in you enough.
Yeah.
You trying
No
to use
way.
money.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
100%.
You gotta be
Fuck
you.
that.
The money is an exclamation mark. The money
I
makes you
agree.
more of whatever you already are. But you gotta bring something to the table.
Oh man, that's a great conversation. And that was LL Cool J. He was on Mike Tyson's podcast. And as you heard what Mike Tyson was saying, he was one of those guys that did that. He was one of those guys that bought his way into a relationship, always spending money, always supplying lavish gifts. And then you realize that the person that you're with is only there because of the gifts that you could provide for them and the lavish things you could do for them. And that's never the best thing, you know?
It is not. It's not. I heard LL talk, but my mind kept going to Mike Tyson because I remember, you know, how, you know, his relationship went. I can't remember her name
Robin
right now.
Givens.
Yes. And I'm sure that that's who he, you know, talking about or whatever, because he did a whole lot for her, you know, and it didn't work out and things like that. But yeah, a lot of men, you know, they want this certain woman so bad, and they really don't know exactly who that woman is, to be honest. They just looking at, you know, the outside, or, you know, maybe she got a big ass or something, so they just doing everything, you know, to try to get her. So once you start doing that, and eventually one day, you know, that woman be like, you know what, he keep hounding me, let me go ahead and give him a try or whatever, and I'm gonna just let him, you know, buy me everything I want. You know, he want me this bad, I'm gonna go ahead and give him this little bit.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, and I'm gonna have my way with him.
Yeah, that's usually the case.
It doesn't work out that way.
No, when you buy yourself into a relationship where you just everything is based on material, you don't get any substance later.
You sure
know,
don't.
so it's just a whole full-fledged material based thing. Substance is all the way out the window. So then what do you do when the whole relationship is based on substance, and then you realize there's nothing there? I can't even have a conversation with this person because they always want to go to the high-end restaurants. They always expect gifts. I'm always whining and dining.
Yep.
And you realize there's nothing there outside of the wine and dine and a little bit of sex that may not even be good.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's just probably just mediocre, just doing it just because, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy, but it happens. It's not good. I mean, those types of relationships doesn't, you know, last for long. It doesn't.
Oh no, hell no, it don't last long.
It doesn't.
Nah, it damn sure don't last long. But it's so many out there.
Yeah.
So like even Elle said, when you lead with that finances, then do you even trust yourself? Do you think that you are the man that you claim to be? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And because the sad part is, I don't know many women that's gonna turn it down.
Nope.
I don't know many women that's gonna not let you buy all the extravagant gifts and do all that stuff for them. I don't know many women that's not gonna do it. Let you. So when you lead with that, now you gotta continue continue that peace.
Yeah, it's not going to be much. It's not many women out there who, really have a heart and just going to say, you know what, I can't do him like that. He's too much of a nice guy. I can't allow him, to keep doing this for me, and I don't even have any feelings for him like that.
Right.
It's not a lot of women like that.
Nah, not a lot at all.
But it is a lot who will take every shit you got, and hopefully that the man will eventually realize that, hey, she's really riding me. She's taking me for everything I got. And it should, as a man, when you do realize that, it should make you feel kind of low about yourself. You should question yourself, as a man, like, why am I doing this?
Right.
Is it worth it?
Right.
Is she worth it? Oh, she really ain't what I thought she was.
Right. The great thing is, as long as you don't marry that person, you good. You got your out.
Oh,
but
yeah,
as
you
soon
can get out
as
at
you
any
marry that
time.
person or you knock them up, you stuck like Chuck.
That's it. And just like you say, don't knock them up.
Oh no. Once you do that, it's a wrap.
Because now you got your name in the system. She got you by the balls.
Always.
Got
Always.
you by the balls. You think you've been spending money. You really ain't going to have no money because she going to take you for everything you got.
Facts. That is facts. That is fact of facts.
So be smart out here.
Yo, so I'm gonna read this story. It's long as hell, but I'm gonna piece through it. All right. So just check this out, and then we're gonna discuss it. I already know how I feel about it. You know how you feel about it, but I think the people out there that check us out and listen to our pod, they're gonna really be like, "What in the world?" So I'm deeply in love with my wife, but for several years now, I felt the need to see other women. I've never cheated, and so I've been bringing up the idea of an open marriage with her. She flat out refused at first, but I persisted, and she gradually came around with the understanding that we'll try this for 3 months. We set ground rules on how many and which nights per week we can each be out. So one of us is home with our kids, and that we have to be transparent and upfront about what we are doing and who with. Just a first name general description, how we met them, how far we're going with them. Well, long story short, for her, it's been a big success. It shouldn't surprise me. She's gorgeous, and for last year has been working really hard on her body. Look, there's some grammar pieces in here. All right. Anyway, she's out virtually every night on her allowed schedule. On her allowed schedule is seeing several different men of different ages and seems vibrant and alive in a way I haven't seen her in years. For me, it has not worked out at all. What I had imagined were potential hookups turned out to be more in my mind than reality. I've been trying to meet someone online, but haven't found anyone that excites me. Meanwhile, she is out until the early morning several nights a week, or often not coming home until noon. And quite honestly, it makes me very jealous. I've told her that, and she's pointed out that it was my idea, and we had agreed to 3 months.
Bam, thank you, ma'am. Well, sounds like he got his wish, didn't he? Now he's asking if I had one wish. I wish I would never agree to this.
He should have not brought this up. First of all, as a man, you need to make sure, because you think you popping, you need to make sure you popping, homeboy. Make sure your ass is up to par to be back in these streets. Because if you a great face old nigga, man, it ain't gonna work the same.
Nah.
It's the thing about women is this. Y'all always gonna have a wide spread of people that would love to have sex with y'all.
Yeah. That's a
Dudes don't care. You hear what he said? From young to old.
Yeah.
She has
All
a
different.
variety. You always going to have a variety of dudes
Yeah.
that's willing and ready to take you out, spend money on you if you of a certain look
Yeah.
and feel and this, that, and the third.
You gotta be of a certain look.
For us as men, if you ain't all the way in shape, you ain't all the way got your, especially in the oldest, like me being 41. For me, if I wanted to do an open relationship, I gotta go get myself back all the way in tip-top shape. You know what I mean? Yes, I'm in the gym, but I ain't in the gym as hard as I could be. I gotta go get myself back in tip-top shape to be in these streets, at the level I want to be in these streets, if I'm gonna be in these streets. You know what I mean? Yeah, I still got some abilities where I could go pull a few things, but the quality of those things may not be what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
You know, no diss to any woman, like any shape, size, color, look, feel, but my quality of standard may not be what I end up getting. You, on the other hand, you can go out and go pull multiple quality of men if you wanted to.
Yeah.
This motherfucker now jealous because his little punk ass idea, because he thought the grass would be green on the other side because he watches social media.
Yeah.
He watching TV. He's seeing all these so-called open relationships like the T.I.s and Tinys and the Wills and Jadas. And you see how them shits backing fire. I said backing fire. Sound like you backfiring.
I know. Yeah.
You see how these relationships are backfiring like a motherfucker.
It backfired. But then they got money too. And they've been doing that for a very long time. Him, on the other hand, he probably ain't got his shit together. Like he say, she go to the gym. She got herself right. She got a nice body. And like you say, as a woman, all types of men holler at us. So it really doesn't matter. But you still gotta, you know, gotta
Yeah, you
look,
gotta
look,
get
you
yourself-
still
you gotta
gotta
look the
look the
part.
part. Still gotta look the part.
You got to look holler presentable.
Yeah, you still gotta look presentable.
Right.
But I was just dying on the inside because in his head, he imagined him being
Oh, he
the
thought he was
shit
getting
out
some
there.
bitches.
He was about to get some bitches. And it didn't work out that way. It
Not
was
at
the
all.
total opposite. Now he's sitting at home with the frumpy face.
Steaming because his nights to go out, he's still at the house like he been at the house.
Right. He at the house babysitting. That's what he's doing.
If I was him, I'll just go out. I'll just go out, yo. I ain't about to look like I'm losing out here. I'm just go out and I'm gonna stay the night out, man.
Go ahead and lose.
Shit, I'm gonna act like I'm out this bitch shining.
Stay
God
home and
damn.
keep that baby. You made this rule for 3 months. First of all, he probably begged her to do this.
Yes.
And she
yes.
probably gave in.
Yeah, she
And
definitely
then
gave
she
in.
went out there and she like, you know what? This shit ain't half bad.
Yep, and he was corny as hell.
Yeah,
bro,
yeah, you know he was.
Bro ain't broing her back out like he used to when he was younger.
Right,
They
right.
done got complacent. Now she happy. She
Yeah.
might not even be fucking all of them.
Nope.
She might be just doing the little wine and dine. We going on a little date. We going on a little
Mm-hmm.
date. I might suck a little dick. we
Yep.
go down a little date.
Right.
I might have sex on this time around.
Yep.
She might do a little
Yeah,
something.
she might even do
This
it the whole time.
motherfucker sitting at the crib.
He sitting there they looking, waiting on him
Sad.
to come home.
And then for him to not get no play, even from the apps, he gotta be some old slobby ass
Something ain't
motherfucker.
right
Like
here.
I said, I
Something
ain't
right.
all the way in physical tip top shape like I would like to be, but I can still go out here and pick up some things now if I really wanted to. I can go pick up a few
You
things.
know, pick up a few
I can
things.
get some quality now. You know what I mean? I'm washed. I'm stonewashed jeans.
Yeah, you
I am
stonewashed jeans, but you can go
stonewashed
out there and
jeans,
get
but I can still get out here
Yeah,
and
you
make
can
it
get
shake
out
and
there
bake.
in your bag,
I know
baby.
how to talk. I got the gift of gab.
Yeah, that's how you got me by talking.
I know how to talk. No, dude, I got you before you even.
I heard
before
that.
you even
I heard that
conversation.
voice.
I got you before the conversation. You saw my picture online. He was like,
Actually, I got you.
"Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true." I was like, "That's Erica. Erica grew up." It's the booty, not the. It's
Well,
your booty, not your beauty.
Speaking of that,
Uh-huh.
just like we didn't really know each other like that.
No, And we from the same
Everybody
town,
else know each
people.
other.
We from the same area. I know quite a few of her family members. She know quite a few of mine.
Yeah.
My cousin used to be at her house all the time. Her and my brother
All the
fucking was in the same grade.
Right, all the time. So when I hit you up, you know, you wasn't in the. I don't think you was in the Carolinas then. Maybe you was.
I was
Maybe
here.
you was.
When you hit
okay.
me, I was here.
Yeah, you was.
Yeah, I was
you
here in North Carolina.
Okay.
I was here.
So, you know, years has, you know, already passed and everything. You know, college and living your adult life and everything. Now, I hit you up, this girl, you know, from the country, South Carolina. You know, you ain't never mess with no girls like that out there. So when
Nah, I
you saw
purposely stay
me
away
hit
from
you up, what was your first reaction besides going to look at my booty? What was your first reaction of Erica Lowry hit me up?
At first, I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" That's what my first thing was.
I can imagine
I
you
was like,
don't know
"Who the
no
fuck is
damn
this?"
body.
I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" Because I saw the alert, and then I didn't read the name. I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" And then I read the name. I said, "Erica." Then I looked at your regular photo first. I said, Stickly. Because that's what my brother used to call her.
Got to be more careful.
Yeah, that's what my brother used to call her. So I was like, oh, shit.
I had a name for myself.
And then I responded to you. And then you responded back, like, quick. I was like, oh, shit. So I was like, let me look through these photos right quick. I was trying to see if you was with someone. And I was like, let me see these photos. Because you ain't post no nigga or nothing on your page.
Nope.
So I'm going through it. And I said, oh, shit, Erica grew up. I was like, look, got a little body on her. Look at her. All right. And then I was like, hey. Because I wasn't doing shit. I was being a hoe at the time anyway. I was going through my divorce. I was being a hoe.
Just something else added
So
on.
I was like, oh, shit. It's something for the crib. It's some quality. It's some quality in the crib.
Oh, it's definitely quality. Good girl at that.
So that's when I look, you remember what I said? I was like, yo, I'm coming home this weekend. I ain't had no intentions on coming home. I had no intentions on coming home. I know my pop was coming home to see my mom because he was staying up here at the time. And my mom was still in South Carolina until they got the house and stuff together here. Oh, excuse me. So I was like, yeah, I'm coming home. You do. I'm doing shit. I'm coming fucking home. That was, Pop had, lied like a motherfucker. Pop had just hit me and I told his ass no. Then I called him back. I said, you know what? Yeah, I'll come.
Changed my mind.
I changed my mind.
So you had to go and see, you know, what that was
Then
about.
I wanted to see it in person. Yeah, I was like, let me make sure she ain't.
Make sure I ain't fishing you or nothing.
Right. Some of them girls back at home look like swamp people.
No, ain't never been a swamp person.
Body look like a buoy out there in the water, round at the bottom, skinny up top, just bobbing back and forth.
Yeah, you could get some of those.
Yeah.
Could get some of those.
So yeah.
But you know, but you happy at your decision though?
Erica, we've been together for 14 years with 2 kids.
That don't mean you happy with your decision.
We doing a podcast together.
It doesn't matter.
We bought a house together.
It doesn't matter. You know how many
run
people buy a
businesses
house
together.
Now people run business together.
That's true. I got to answer that.
Yeah, you do. Because
I want to know why.
you did not had any long-term vision for me in your future.
I ain't had no long-term vision for anyone in my future at that time. So it wasn't just you. I had no long-term vision for anyone. You turned into a long-term vision. You did.
Yeah, but you didn't expect this relationship to
No,
go
I did not expect it.
this far.
No, I did not.
And you probably didn't because, this girl, you know, she back at home, you know, or whatever.
I was in the streets. I was going to add you to a notch on my belt. That's what that was about. I ain't going to even lie to you. My intention was to get me some.
And I know what my intentions was.
And
My
then
intention worked out perfect.
Your ass stuck around.
My intention was to make you love me.
Yep, them damn conversations on the phone and shit, late night talks,
conversations,
long distance. Then you coming in town every other damn weekend.
Yep, every other weekend. I don't waste my.
I done got rid of all my hoes.
Hey, sound like it's over to me. Hey, it worked out for me.
Got rid of all. Hey, it worked out for me too. Shit.
Yeah.
You was dating somebody.
Yeah, I saved you.
How you saved me?
I saved you.
I saved you.
I saved you from being a Horosaurus. I saved you.
I was
You gonna
I
hold
was
yourself
Horosaurus.
out.
I was in Horosaurus land though.
I saved you.
I was definitely in Horosaurus land. Shit.
I saved you.
But that little spare bedroom I had, that was a studio. Ooh. So nasty things went on in there.
Yeah, I came on in at a good time.
You did. So, no, I did not have any long-term plan for us. I didn't have a long-term plan for anyone. Things changed that turned our immediate situation into a long-term plan.
Yeah.
And it wasn't having a kid. That wasn't the thing that changed it. We was already committed then. We was already shaking and baking then.
Yeah, it was already
you know what I mean?
full blasting. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so I don't know what changed. I don't know what happened to make things change, but things did. And so,
Yeah.
but yes, you are fully engulfed into the long-term plan now, which wasn't there. Shit, I wasn't even in your long-term plan.
Oh, I was already seeking you out to be my long-term plan.
You did?
Yeah.
For real?
Ever
Just
since,
from that conversation.
look, let me tell you something. Ever since you called me the first time on the phone,
Right.
and I heard that voice, I was like, oh, he got to be mine.
Oh, come on.
Just by off the voice. So
Off
I
the-
was glad that you came down when you did. So we can go ahead and get that part out the way.
Yeah. You got to get the introduction
Yeah, so we can get
piece
that part
out
out the way. And so, now we can continue the conversation and I can go ahead and make my moves.
Okay.
Like how I
I didn't
was.
know it was like that. I didn't know it was like that.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had a plan like that.
I've had intentions.
I didn't know that. I didn't
Yeah.
know your intentions.
Oh, yeah, I've had intentions.
Because I was Horosaurus.
Yeah, you was.
I was a horror raptor.
Yeah, I heard. I had to come and shut that down. I had to come and shut it down.
Bring me your buns.
Yeah, I just had to put that in there. I had to ask that question.
All right, I respect that. I'm going to let you do the second one. I'll let you do this next one.
All right.
I respect that, man. That's just, threw me off with that one, E. That wasn't on the list.
No, it wasn't. Sometimes I got to throw you a curveball.
All right.
Make sure you're still on your toes. All right. So we have another one for you guys. My husband wears his wedding ring on his right pinky finger. I just feel like it's disrespectful.
On his right pinky finger.
It was a waste of money. He says he doesn't wear it on the correct finger because it gets in the way while he's at work. Parentheses. He's an internet service technician. Close parentheses. Am I inconsiderate to think he should wear it on the correct finger regardless? She's asking if she's inconsiderate to think he should wear it on the right finger.
All right. Go ahead. I'll let you start. I want to get your perspective on this.
Okay. First of all, wedding rings. Okay. Wedding rings is a symbol of you're married. You are taken, you're off the market. That's why we have a wedding ring. It's a vow to someone else. Now, does it necessarily mean you're not going to do something, that you're not supposed to do? No,
Hell
it
no.
doesn't. But it's supposed to be a symbol that, you are already with someone, and that's that. Now, whether you wear it on the left finger or the right, because some people do wear their, their wedding ring on the right hand. Some people
Right.
do. Now, on the other hand, with this man who is a internet service provider, we have had many internet service providers came into our
You need to
home.
provide a technician.
Technician
Tech.
to come into the home, and check out the internet and stuff like that. I don't see where having to have, not having the ring on your finger makes a difference. I mean, he's not really doing anything that would involve the ring to
he ain't doing
not be
shit.
on, you know.
Right.
But it comes to your mind of why he's not wearing it. I don't want to say that, you know, he's out here, you know, checking these ladies out when he go to their houses and stuff. But for him to switch the ring and it doesn't really need to be switched, kind of brings up, you know, a different story.
Hey, man, all of the internet cable technician dudes I've known or met over time, they beat the cheeks on quite a few of these women that been home. I mean, my old homie, he met his now wife installing her internet.
Oh, wow. Internet love.
And you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He met his lady installing internet.
Yeah.
So
We know what it is.
I'm like he said, it gets in the way. How? Because you're wearing
That's the only
gloves,
thing.
and if you're behind a modem or if you got to climb the pole, you're wearing gloves. If you got to do something on the side of the house, you're wearing gloves. If you're coming into the house and you got to run the line, you're wearing gloves. If you're checking the back of the modem, you may not be wearing gloves. Your ring is not in the way.
Still not.
He
in the way.
is fronting.
Yes, he is.
He is fronting.
And at that point, if the ring is interfering with his job, he should be able to say, I'm not able to wear my ring because of this and that. I'm just going to leave my ring at home. Just leave the shit at home.
Right.
Just leave it at home.
Right. I agree. Yeah, he front. He's
But
front.
He's
fronting in a major
I think
way.
he has a different agenda.
Oh no, he got a different agenda.
I think he's out to get what he can while he go in these houses. We know that what happens.
Yeah.
And you got a lot of dirty women at home who just sitting there walking around half naked just so the man can, you know, come up and spark a conversation.
I used to do phone. I used to do the phone line. I mean, not phone. Light, where we would come and read the meters or if we had to disconnect, you know, they cut off from the office, or we come and take the whole little bulb thing. I've been to a few houses where I was taking a bulb and the woman come out pretty much naked, begging me to not take the bulb. She would give me some if I don't take the whole joint.
What kind of shit is
And I'm not doing that. I've never done it. You know what I mean? I would be like, look, I gotta take it today. If you plan on calling them, I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna leave it plugged up. I'm gonna go do some other houses and I'll come back. Call them and try to get arrangement. You good? If not, I gotta take it. You know what I mean? And I don't want no box for that. You know what I mean? And they've done it. So I can just imagine these dudes in these people's houses. Oh, you ain't got no man? Oh, hey, they running game being ran. Whole time he married with his ring on his pinky
Right on
finger
his
on his
pinky.
right hand, like this right here. If you on the YouTube channel, it's like this.
Yeah, like it's a
So I
school
like
ring
that.
or something.
So I don't know, man. I know that's some bullshit, but
Yeah, it's a little sketchy.
man, he got to get.
It's definitely sketchy, but wearing that ring does not mean anything.
No, I don't mean a damn thing.
Let me say, this man can go out and a woman can be in his presence. She sees the ring. She notices it. You can tell her, I'm married. I don't give a fuck. They just want to fuck if they could. They don't care.
Yeah,
You know, it really doesn't matter. The
Nope.
ring is just
it's just
a
there.
symbol of a vow that you have taken, basically.
Yep, that's exactly
know.
what it is. That's
I
exactly.
wear my ring because I'm proud of my ring. I like my ring. I love my ring. I don't like it. I love my ring. So I wear
And
my ring.
your husband bust you across the top of your dome.
Whatever. You
I
ain't
mean,
got
I wear
yours
mine
on
all the
tonight. Okay. My bad. I can admit when I'm wrong.
About this will be the first, guys. Everyone that's
Okay.
listening to the pod and the people that's watching through on YouTube. This is the first. A woman actually apologized and said they can admit when they're wrong. This doesn't happen. And this will not happen in another 20 years.
Well, and this is an announcement. Sorry to break your bottoms, but it will happen when it needs to happen.
I got to get a button that says cap. I'm going to get it where with Davon saying, Mommy, stop the cap.
Yeah,
That's what I'm going to do.
that's
I'm going
what
to get
you
him to do it. He's going to say, Mommy, stop the cap. That's going to be the button. That's going to be the button. Stop the cap. He be saying that all the time.
Cap.
He be like, LaShon, stop the cap.
He do
I
that.
love it. I be like, Davon, what did you say? Stop the cap.
That little boy.
That's my guy. That's my
That
guy.
little boy.
That is my guy. All right, so we got another video we're gonna play. This is a pretty good one, man. We're gonna play this one.
Okay.
Get some opinions.
Book today.
So I've been looking at a lot of videos and going through the comment section and just kind of seeing women's takes and their perspectives on dating and relationships now. And I'm not going to lie, some of those standards that you all feel as though you have placed are really just unreasonable and unrealistic expectations. So let's be real about this. It's not that men don't want relationships, and it's not that men don't want to marry, because there are a lot of men who still want that. It's just that they are attentive to what is going on now. That is a huge sacrifice for men to marry. Let's be real about this. They know that they are more than likely potentially sacrificing their freedom, their resources, their ideas, sometimes their beliefs as well. If you look at it, many of them know that, let's just say the marriage does not work. Who's the judge going to favor? Most likely it's going to be the woman, especially if they have kids. So when a man is dating, he's paying attention to everything. You want to be pursued. You want a man to pour into your cup. You want a man to invest in you financially. You want him to invest his time into you, all of his resources, all of that stuff. But what are you investing into him? Men are going to pay attention to that. What do you do to fill my cup? If I am filling your cup, what are you doing to fill my cup? I have to invest all of this into you, but society has conditioned you to the belief that you don't have to put anything into me. Let's just be real about this. I'm going to take you up one further, okay? So many of you ladies don't invest enough into yourselves intellectually or spiritually or emotionally to be able to invest into some of these men. Just being real with you, okay? Are you adding to his fruition? Are you supporting him? No, he's already seeing that you are not someone he wants to make his wife. He's already seeing that. So why would he go and pursue you to be his wife when he can just have you as a situation? And I already know some of you women are going to come in here and try to combat this idea. I'm fine with that. But let's be real about it. Men are seeing everything. Some of you women are irrational. Some of you women allow your emotions to dictate your behavior. Also, a lot of you women have allowed society to condition you. And many of you women compare your relationships and your dating experiences to those of your friends. So not only does he have to meet up to your standards, but he also has to meet up to your friends' unrealistic standards or unrealistic expectations as well, because you tend to place those on the men you date. Come on now. Do some self-reflection to see. Maybe you're the problem. So I've been looking at a lot of videos.
Book today.
Yeah, let me end that. Let me end
A
that.
lot of women hate her.
Oh yeah. She's she
Making
talking.
that
She
statement.
talking.
Yeah, man.
She was talking on that one, you know.
Yeah, I do believe that there are men out there who still, wants to date a woman who wants to marry. And I believe that, he's going through all these things, taking the time to make sure that she is the right one, because you say a man who, he's established, he has everything, he has money, he has a great job, he has business, he's doing all that stuff. And this woman comes into his life, he do have to protect that. He has to protect all of that. So he wants to make sure. Of course, yeah, we can have fun. We can do this. We can do that. But eventually, that woman is going to start asking questions. She's want to do more, want to be a little bit more close in a relationship. So he's like, all right, hold on. Let me make sure that you are a good fit.
Right. No, I'm with you. I think it's a lot with that, because a lot of things she's saying, there are a lot of women that do that, but the majority doesn't. like I feel like there's a lot more men that do right by women and or build things with their significant others than there are men that don't. I also feel like your standards are your standards. For you to get what you want, you have to work on yourself.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. I'm every day I'm working on myself. I take moments to reflect. I take moments to write down. I take moments to make sure I hold myself accountable to some of my actions and things that have taken place with me.
You do.
I personally think she's right though. I think she's right. I think everything that she was saying is correct, and she was on point. She was spitting that shit.
Yeah, she was. She was like a little old wise woman. That's
Right.
how she was.
And the sad part is, a lot of women aren't going to agree because anything that's against women doing their own thing, and I'm sorry, and it's coming from a man or a person that's probably more on the men's side, is always going to get shot down. It's always going to look at as wrong. It's always going to be looked at as an issue.
Yeah. I mean, because like she say, a lot of women are influenced by, the conversations, what goes on in social media. A lot of
with
people,
their little raggedy ass friends.
There are a lot of them are influenced by their friends who probably don't even have a relationship.
9 times out of 10, they don't. They never really do, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So,
Or at least a relationship of inequality.
Right. So you take all that stuff and now you think this is the way it go because you don't incorporate all of that into your everyday life thinking, well, that's how it goes. So when you do get out here and you find a man, who wants to be with you, who wants to show you something different, you, I'm my own woman. I'm used to doing this. I'm used to doing
corny,
that.
man.
You ain't gonna never get nowhere like that.
That shit is corny.
And that is the reason why a lot of black women are by themselves. That's why.
I agree.
That's why they by themselves.
I agree.
You let these outside influence you.
Yeah.
And you can't do that. Because first of all, a lot of women, they can't think for themselves.
Right.
They always listen to somebody else. You got to think for yourself.
Listen to a little ragged head friend of theirs.
Right. Who ain't got shit.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
You be finding yourself by yourself. That's how it's going to go.
Yep. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, man. Y'all got to take heed to these things out here.
Yeah. I'm in agreement. So, you got anything? Any last words? Any last thing? I think we're done, topic-wise.
Yeah, I think we're pretty good tonight.
Once again, man, check out Life of Love with
Erica
and Sean every single Thursday on all streaming platforms: Apple Podcasts, YouTube as a video, Spotify Podcasts, Spreaker. Just all the places that you can find a podcast.
Yes.
Consume it and enjoy, man. And then also just subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah,
So
do that.
we'll check you guys out later.
All right.
Peace.